This is QRF3, also known as Xander. Here today I'm with Kieran.
I'm the team leader for QRF. Not ABR, that's my other call sign. QRF1IC.
And today we will be doing a mini series of videos about the kits of Airsoft Bush Rats and members of the QRF team. Here we have your kit fully laid out. So there's your plate carrier, your helmet, the micro rig mentioned before, and your weapon, your belt, and a new camo I see. Would you like to speak through some of these pieces?
I shall. So the new camo you mentioned is Desert Tiger Strike. That's actually the sleeve of one of the jackets, because I've cut the sleeves off, and that's now a belt rag for whatever needed. The plate carrier is a Ida Gear plate carrier. I think it's a VSCK plate carrier. Something along those lines.
Yeah, that's very nice. We've got a Police Austin, Texas patch. Where did you get this patch from, did you say?
So me and my old partner, my old duo, we made some SWAT kits. They are genuine patches from the capital of Texas.
That's very nice. And then we've got the trusty Baofeng microphone there.
Yeah, connected to the Baofeng UV5R radio, very commonly used by about every single airsofter I've ever met.
Yep, all good stuff. And then it seems there's a potentially Viper Gear just front pouch.
That would be correct. It carries just a microfiber rag for wiping off the weapon system or glasses. Obviously, I run mesh glasses myself, but anyone else that's running the bigger goggles that doesn't carry out because no one seems to anymore.
Alright, very nice. We'll go more into detail as we have some better pictures of that later on. Right, over here we have a very nice looking helmet setup with some cool patches.
What you can briefly see is on the very back, down the very bottom, you've got my ABR1 patch, which is the my other call sign from the Bush Rats team, which I was the starting or founding participant of. We've then also got just the Repro Hellstar 6. Doesn't work, it's just there for looks because it looks cool. Why not? I can always stick a battery in and use it for games in dark areas or night games. On the right there, you've got my my camera for recording, so the footage that the people see on TikTok and YouTube, that's where that comes from. And then the other side just got a simple helmet light and a SWAT patch, which is an inside reference to what myself and the 2IC of the team will know.
Very nice. And then again, we will go more in depth of this helmet. I'll just go over the rifle quickly. So what kind of rifle is this here?
So it is a double bell HK416 with a Delta rail, or the Geisley rail, if you will. Just running a simple EOTech on riser, vertical foregrip, a Watson Surefire modeled M300 light, and a D-ball up top, because I'm not paying for a bloody PEC, because they're way too expensive.
Alright, so what do we have over here then?
So that is a arm, or it's like a wrist-mounted tactical sheet. I have it with everyone's call sign in both ABR and QRF. So down one of the sides it goes from ABR 1 to 10 with their names. Other side is QRF 1 to 11 with all the names, and also the commanding officers of the team. So there's 3 of us. We've got me, 2IC, and the other 3IC, myself, and 2 fire team leaders.
Alright, so here we have a close-up picture of the plate carrier on itself. So we already went over the Viper Gear and this radio setup. Do you want to maybe speak about your mags and these insuspicious looking red prongs here?
Well, very obviously the red tongs, the tongs, they are the end to a pair of pliers. Any of our people that know us know I've always had them, because when you go up to Chrono, it's mainly for Chrono, no one seems to carry pliers to cut the zip tie end off, so I just happened to cut the zip. But then there's also been a time where I was at our main site and I got a net wrapped around my foot, So I only had those to cut it off my leg. So I forever thought to carry them because I just know it will happen again sometime.
Definitely seen some good use then.
Oh yes.
Alright,
Very
so
much so.
we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 M4 mags. I'm guessing these are mid-cap.
Yes. No tactical maracas around here.
Yes, of course. So what made you want to have them in this configuration?
Mainly inspiration from copying images of SWAT officers, but also a mix of SF operators. I try and keep my belt more light, so instead of having mags on the belt and around it, because I have other more important things on there, the plate carrier has these elastic sides on the cummerbund, which are inserts. So I just stick mags in there when I don't need anything else, because may as well carry the extra ammo. Still light enough to run around. There's 2 more on my back, which we'll see later on.
Alright, well with that we will move on to the picture of your back panel. Alright, so this is your back panel we have here. Would you like to talk through it?
Yes, just a simple Ranger Green mini-map back panel, as they're sometimes called. It has an insert where I've got 2 mags currently. Nice big Velcro bit on the back there you can stick a patch on. But you can get inserts for, say, like a Halligan bar or bolt cutters for a breacher setup, which is what I'm going to be doing next for our Dorchester games. In the back of it, I don't carry anything other than spare BBs or water for when we're doing longer games.
So here's an example picture of the setup you have on the side.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure people are going to be wondering, have you gone the controversial way of using real steel plates, or are you just using inserts in your plate carrier?
I'm simply using the Ida Gear plastic metal or polymer inserts that come with it because I don't feel like carrying around an extra bit amount I don't need.
Yeah, very sensible. And so in case anyone was wondering, what is the full name of your plate carrier you have?
It's a good question. I know where I say Ida Gear, I think it's like a VCSK plate carrier, but it's one of the more standalone Ida Gear plate carriers. It's one of the first things that comes up when you Google or search up Ida Gear plate carrier.
So here we have the top-down picture of your helmet that we saw earlier. Would you like to just maybe talk through the setup you have over here?
Well, as we went through in the start before, on the top I just have my counterweight battery pack, which you can see just at the bottom there.
Alright, so here is the right side of your helmet. I'm sure people are going to be interested in what type of camera this is, because it's very difficult to find good helmet-mounted cameras. So would you like to talk about this a bit?
Yes, sure. So it is a contour camera. It's pretty much all. There's no specific model, which is pretty much one of the only cameras they make. Pretty much everything on my helmet can be bought on AliExpress. It's where everything came from. It has good quality recording, good sound, long battery life. It'll last the full game day, which is typically between 6 to 7 hours almost. It's just sitting inside of a little mount from DM Gear in Multicam Black. That's about it really. It just sits there and flick it on and off record when I want.
Very nice. And we've got a patch over here, Punisher.
Yes. Well, that was a gift from. It was the first patch I ever got. It was a gift from a friend, and I've stuck it somewhere on my kit ever since.
So here we have the left-hand side of your helmet setup. Would you like to talk about what kind of headset you have going on here?
So it is obviously fake, Peltor 6 3mm headset. It is on the Arc Rail mounts, the more modern way to be mounting headsets to your gear, other than the traditional attaching it where my helmet light is, which has a white, red and blue option. So for those darker indoor games, I can just tap the button and off you go. The sneaky little skull and crossbones at the front.
Oh yeah, we see that. And then is this an AliExpress purchase here?
No, so the light was a gift from a friend. I didn't actually pay anything for it, which is quite lucky. Same with the helmet itself. I got that for free from a friend because it just didn't fit his head, so he gave it to me.
Alright, so here we have the back of your helmet with a very, very nice patch here. Would you like to talk about this
Yeah, so
battery
it's a
pack.
good so it's a good actual way to mention our newest team sponsor. So in recent events, we've acquired a team sponsor, Just Airsoft UK. They do a bunch of paintball and airsoft equipment. They're moving towards airsoft, but I think paintball is still around for them. We do have a 5% discount code for them, which is BushRats5 in all caps on their website. So do check them out. We will have to put a link in the description to them. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You can visit their shop in Darlington if you're in that area. The sticker came in an order that we put in with them, and they sent us a bunch of free stickers as well as business cards. So that sticker came with it, so I slapped it on.
Very nice. Would you like to speak about what battery pack you have back here?
So that's a PVS-31 battery pack. It came together with the nods, so it was one pack, mount, nods, and battery pack. Very nice pack. You can see it does have the wire connection to the bottom right. It does run along and connect to the nods for that realistic look.
So here we have your belt setup that we saw earlier. If you'd like to have a bit of a chat about that.
So my belt has had some additional additions, if you will. I'll go from right to left.
All right. So over here we have your holster.
Yeah, which is a Safariland style holster for a Glock 17 light and armor. So you can put an armor and a light on there. I just have a Glock 17 in there with a X300 light from Watson. Very nice. Got it in multicam black to kind of break up the silhouette, and it's got a lovely little red star courtesy of our sniper on Team QRF8, which is Lily.
Very nice. And then this is looking like a grenade pouch here, potentially. What's this here?
So it is a utility pouch, however I'm not using it for that. It is going to be forever used to carry a box of apple juice because I need that on the field with me because of my medical diagnosis.
Alright, here we've got another M4 pouch just for a mid-cap mag, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so once the belt is actually on me, that sits pretty much directly on my back, so that's for either myself, I can still reach that, or it's for anyone around me on the team that needs a spare mag. That's why it's on my back, so they can run it behind me and grab it.
Nice. And then up here we've got a very nice deep looking dump pouch here.
Yes, that's a UK Warrior, so that's one of the more higher quality ones out there. It folds up nicely into a little pack about the same size as that utility pouch. I just have it unfolded for the purposes of the video.
Nice. And then this looks like a fully closed off M4 pouch. Is this just one mag or can you fit two mags in there?
It was actually a grenade pouch, right? But I don't have a grenade. So I stuck a mag in there and I put it on the belt. I can take the mag out, I can put a bottle of water, I can put anything else I need in there spare. But 9 times out of 10 I'm carrying a mag, so.
And then we've got yet another M4 pouch. This is a hard plastic version, it looks like.
Yeah, so I've got a fast retention, let's say hard-shelled pouch for my metal stand mag, because I don't want to put it in a soft pouch in case it goes flying out.
Yeah. And then 2 pistol mag pouches for your Glock, obviously.
Yeah, so they just sit, so they're in a little placard, so they're one item, they're not 2 separate pouches. They just sit there. You can clearly tell the difference between my newer Glock mag and older one.
Yeah. And then just dangling down here we've got the Special Forces 3 light sticks and a bungee cord.
Yeah, so the bungee cord is a bit special. It's a personal retention lanyard where at Milsim events using vehicles, some of them require you to have it, but so you hook on to the vehicle so you don't fall off. So it's a bit of a safety item and it just looks nice on a bit of kit. It doesn't actually,
Nice.
It's a bit of bait.
And then moving forwards the rifle, we've got a nice riser. And what kind of scope is this here?
So it is a AliExpress branded, obviously. EOTech. It does have the genuine EOTech branding on it, so that's lovely. It doesn't say anything in a different language.
Very nice. Moving further up.
Is have a simple D-ball, just in black, break up the colour. get a light laser, get as much as you need. You don't need like some expensive Engal or a Peck, where they are nice. Don't need them. A cheap D-ball will do.
And then you've got the nice bronze flashlight.
Yes, so for those dark areas where the D-ball doesn't really, because everyone really knows it, laser light boxes don't really have the best flashlights, so slap an own flashlight on there, light up the whole room.
Very nice. And then you've got the famous operator's suppressor.
Yes, so that was a quick, cheap buy on a game day where I needed a suppressor because I didn't like how my gun was looking without one, so I bought one. Just on the spot.
Oh, very nice.
Traditional, just a basic foregrip, nothing fancy.
Just on a Picatinny there.
Yep.
Alright, that's a very nice kit from you.